Governor Greg Abbott says he is deploying the Texas National Guard to Houston and Dallas this week to deal with the growing number of cases. Stephanie Whitfield has the specifics.
The head of the state health department says it's clear the community spread of COVID-19 is just getting started. So today, Governor Greg Abbott issued executive orders to deal with the shortage of nurses, hospital beds, and supplies. As the number of COVID-19 cases grows in Texas,
I am issuing 2 executive orders.
Governor Greg Abbott announced plans to deal with the potential surge of patients. Pop-up hospitals will be set up this week. All elective medical procedures must be postponed. He also waived regulations to allow more nurses to start working and hospitals to treat more than one patient in a room.
Some hospitals have indicated that through these procedures, they might be able to allocate 50% of their beds for COVID-19 patients.
So far, the spread of the novel coronavirus is centered around big cities. With more than 200 Texas counties with 0 cases, Governor Abbott says he will not require all Texans to shelter in place, a move other states have made.
Local officials have the authority to implement more strict standards than what I, as governor, have ordered here in the state of Texas.
Dallas County announced a shelter in place starting Monday at noon.
We don't have enough personal protection equipment. We don't have enough testing and collection equipment. We have the money for it, but the supplies are not available for us to be able to purchase.
Governor Abbott called on the federal government for more help because state officials say the community spread of COVID-19 is just beginning.
And that peak, we don't know if we're successful. That peak may be some weeks or even months away.
The governor says this week the National Guard will be deployed to cities like Houston and Dallas. They'll help in any ways those cities need. Some examples include helping screen people at drive-through testing facilities and helping set up pop-up medical tents. In Houston, Stephanie Whitfield, KHOU 11 News.
Thank you, Stephanie.